Um, Hi. Okay. So, I was thinking about how to tackle this, and I said that I would do Black History Month, and I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna tackle it by doing at least two people in every video, so I try to hit as many people as I can. Um, Alright. So the two people I thought about were uh Monica Arnold and Brandy Norwood. Um, Now, the reason why I think of it as a duo is because in 2000, 1999, 2000, they had a song called The Boy Is Mine, where they basically did a music video where they fought over Mekhi Phifer. Um, all right, but it's not funny, but um, okay, another reason why I thought about Monica is because she grew up in Georgia, and she had a career when she was 14 years old, and she had her debut album when she was 14, 15, and then she did some other albums also, and then she did some acting. She was in a MTV based film called Love Song. Um, I actually liked that movie a lot because I had it I watched it on TV, and then I videotaped the film off TV. Um, but and also it highlighted Christian Kane, which is he's still a pretty famous musician. I've heard some of his music. It's really good. You should check it out. Um, okay. And then also it had Chili from TLC, Rosanda Thomas, and just some great African American actors and actresses. Um, uh, Also, oh, it had Rachel True in it and Essence Atkins. Um, and it was just basically like a really good film, and it explored the possibility of interracial relationships in a time when it still wasn't being talked about like it is today. And I still think they need to focus on it more than even they do right now because, okay, for soaps, like soaps, um, Y&R, I don't know if it's because of the way it was written or the way that they do it, but it reminds me of like your grandmother's soap opera, kind of, because they're so set in their ways that they're scared to touch with the norms. They're like, okay, this is the way it's set, and we're not going to deviate from this at all. And so, I don't know about that. I mean, yeah, they've come a long way, but I mean, it took them how long to have a same sex couple, even on the soap, and how long to even explore interracial relationship, and then they back away from it. So, um, but anyway, I'm getting back to Monica and Brandy. Okay, um, Brandy also, unless you don't know, she has a brother. His name is Ray J. He was most famous, I guess. Um, Whether it be a good thing or a bad thing. He was with Kim Kardashian for a couple years. So but I'm sure he's done other things. But I'd say that he's more in the public eye if he is because of his relationships with other people. Um, he was also rumored to be boyfriend of Whitney Houston before she died. Because if you don't know the story, Whitney Houston was married to Bobby Brown for at least 15 years, at least, until they divorced. And Whitney Houston started dating other people, which, you do. And then it was rumored that Ray J was one of them that she dated. Now, I don't know if it's confirmed or not, and he never said if he dated her or not, but I'm just saying that that was one of the reasons why he was also famous. But Brandy herself, okay, so she started on the sitcom Moe show for a couple of years. And then she started singing too, also pretty much at the same time. And then she put out an album, Full Moon, in which she was pregnant with her daughter at that point. Which it was a big to do because she was pretty young, and everybody had this image of her as like the, I don't know, like ideal black girl. And part of it being like a good girl is not being pregnant when you're so young, I guess. Um, so, and then after that, she's done a little bit of music and stuff, but I hadn't really heard anything else from her. Um, I know she was engaged to, I think, a basketball player for a couple of years, and she's been engaged a couple of times, but it hasn't worked out. I don't think she's married to anybody. Um, but as far as projects, I don't think she's done too much as of late. All the stuff she did when she was a teenager and 20 something, and then it's like she retired from everything. So, okay, Monica a little bit. She was with a guy. This was when she was 19, 20, but he had some mental issues and he committed suicide. And so it took her a couple years, it took her a while to be involved with anybody. And now she's with a football player, basketball player, Shannon something. They've been married for a while now. Um, and you have to remember the reason why this is big news. It's not big news now, but it was big news then because when it was happening, people weren't as vocal with mental health issues, and people weren't as vocal about, you know, um, pregnancy and stuff like that. And so that's why it was a big deal back then. Today, it wouldn't be that big a deal. All right. Bye, everybody.